Look, man, before we get started, just want to say welcome back to the channel, man. I appreciate all the new subs. I appreciate everybody liking up and commenting on the videos. Much love, much appreciation. So look, my guy right here, I don't know if you guys know who this is. He goes by the name of Awful Coaching. Honestly, he's so good at pretty much breaking down and analyzing the game. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a college contract or something from for a film job or something like that. But honestly, he's probably doing well for himself. He's very good at what he does. He breaks down a lot of NBA, just sports in general, either, just bad defense or just good offense, whatever the case is. He just breaks players down. So definitely check him out. So I just want to react to it, and I know he's going to have some good stuff for us. So here we go.
It's just too good for the WNBA. Look at this right here. The defender's going to be a little bit late to switch coming off a ball screen. Look at how this is 5 steps beyond the three-point line. There's not even much airspace. Look at that. That's almost a logo 3. You're late to switch ever so slightly, splash. Now Caitlin Clark's just going to put this defender on skates. She's got a full head of steam downhill. The defender's playing off her back foot. So you're going to fake like you're taking a step back 3. That gets that defender to have to leave her feet. So now I've got the angle to get to the middle of the floor with the defender now off balance. Right here, she has to use her hands. So now Caitlin Clark can fake like she's going to the middle of the floor, spin off with the defender off balance, and that's just an easy layup and one.
Thank you. And that right there was one of my favorite plays, as I kept mentioning in all of the reactions I did. That play right there from Caitlin, that was my favorite play so far from the past 2 games, 100%. I just love what she did there, the tween, the hesitation on the pull, and then just getting to the rack off the spin, and then making her draw the foul. I love that play right there, 100%. I love that breakdown.
This is just unbelievable right here. This is off a made basket. The Mercury are ever so slightly late to get back. This defender right here is going to stop and stare at the inbounder. Diana Taurasi is going to be lazily getting back. So look at Caitlin Clark. Just get this, and she's gone. In transition, downhill. So now you've created a numbers advantage. Brittany Griner's stuck in a 2-on-1, and Caitlin Clark's just going to grab this and go coast to coast, another and one. You're not paying attention to Caitlin Clark at all times, you're giving up 3s. Look at her. She's going to slowly get back and trail this play right here. These 2 Phoenix Mercury defenders in transition are ever so slightly just going to end up stuck in the paint right here in transition. Look at these 2 Mercury defenders. Slightly in the middle of nowhere. So Caitlin Clark slowly trailing the play. Look at this. Late to get out. Catch and shoot 3. That is ridiculous. Look at Caitlin Clark set up this defender right here. She's coming off a stagger screen right here. So she's got the defender ever so slightly beat back door. But look at how she takes advantage of this. Look at this. She's going to fake like she's going back door and in the paint. That gets the defender's momentum going towards the basket right here. So fake like I'm going back door to the defender's trying to catch back up. Now we're just going to fly off this down screen right here. No chance of guarding that open catch and shoot 3. Transition.
And you know what? I do want to point something out right there. I do want to point out Aaliyah Boston's passing abilities right now. She had another play. I don't think he's going to be able to show this clip, but Kelsey Mitchell did something similar. Kelsey Mitchell was on the wing. AB caught it right here, right about the free throw. And then we had Lexi Hall cut to the basket, drew 2 defenders. AB went pump fake, down low to Lexi Hall, and then passed out to Kelsey Mitchell for a dime. I mean, AB is very capable of making these passes, and she could easily average a double-double, if not a triple-double doing that. I mean, look at this right here. Another instance of not biting too soon on the outside, and then her making a good pass right here. Wait for the defender to bite. Here's the open Caitlin Clark. Boom, knock down the shot.
Like I'm going back door.
I love that right there.
Trying to catch back up. Now we're just going to fly off this down screen right here. No chance of guarding that open catch and shoot 3.
Shout out AB.
If there's ever even the slightest amount of confusion, Caitlin Clark's taking advantage. Again, look at her bringing the ball up the floor quickly, head up the floor. Always seeing everything, looking to distribute. So right now she's going to lock her eyes right here on this Indiana Fever player on the wing right here. That gets that defender going to the wing. And so now that allows this Indiana Fever player trailing the play to get wide. Look at lock the defender's eyes to keep her going towards the wing. And now we're just going to make a no-look pass for an and one. This is just unbelievable. You make the slightest mistake in transition and you get burned. This Phoenix Mercury player ever so slightly is backpedaling as opposed to sprinting back. I mean, just for a second is backpedaling. So she's going to be late getting back. Look at Caitlin Clark. Always has her head up the floor. Always looking to distribute. You make the slightest mistake. Look at this. Ping this pass full court layup. That's unbelievable.
On a dime.
It's just ridiculous right here. Look
On
at
a
this. First of all,
dime.
you're going to get the defender leaning towards the screen with Caitlin Clark making an in and out dribble towards the screen right here. So that's got the defender leaning towards the screen. That gives Caitlin Clark ever so slightly the angle to get downhill right here. So look at this. Now the defender's off balance, so we're going to fake like we're getting into the lane right here. That gets the defender's momentum going towards the paint. And then again, there's that step back jumper. And then, I mean, this is just...
And I do want to point that out. I called that out as well. When I see that falling, when you start to see that step back like that, having the defender on an angle like that, bro, now guess what? Now the next possession, the defender has to guess. Now you might give a hezzy, and now she might go straight to the rack on you for 2. Or you might have to foul her because you got beat trying to reach. Or off the hezzy, do that same move off the hezzy. Off the step back, we can give a hezzy, and then we can get to the rack, or we can hard dribble into a jump shot. Because the defender's going to guess now and reach for that jump shot off the hezzy. She's going to think you're going to pull. Now you could off the step back, you could step back, hezzy, and then hard step, boom, or you could get to the rack. Woof. See, she gets that midi drop in, that's going to be dangerous. Dangerous.
Just comedy right here. The Mercury, you can never go under a screen with Caitlin Clark if you're not jamming the screener. I mean, Aaliyah Boston's coming out to set the screen. Brittany Griner's got to get up to jam the screener. If Caitlin Clark's on the other side of this screen, even a second ahead of the defender right here, this is just going to be, and it doesn't, look at that. That's 5 steps beyond the 3-point line. Doesn't matter. Now look at this pass off the pick and roll right here. The Phoenix Mercury are playing up on the screen right here. Diana Taurasi is in backside help. Aaliyah Boston, she's tagging and in backside help on this roll. So look at this pass you got to make. You got to get it through that second defender, and you got to put it on an angle so that Aaliyah Boston's catching this on the run so Diana Taurasi doesn't get a hand in there and deflect it. Look at this pass right. That is just unbelievable on the run. Easy layup. That is perfect. This is just unbelievable patience from Caitlin Clark right here. The Mercury were doubling Aaliyah Boston down low. So they kick it out right here. Caitlin Clark's going to wait for Aaliyah Boston to repost. The Mercury rotate once. They rotate twice. So Caitlin Clark's, look at this, seeing the floor right here, letting Aaliyah Boston, look at this. Aaliyah Boston's got a perfect post seal right here. So we have that option down low. But now look at, there's a little bit of confusion. They screw up a rotation right here. So now look at that little skip pass to the corner. I had the option to throw it down low to Aaliyah Boston. Down low has got a perfect seal, and I got the Fever player in the corner right here wide open for 3. That is just unbelievable patience and seeing the floor. Caitlin
pass was on the money too. Money. She didn't even have to move after that. A little slip down, right in her hands, knockdown. Oh my gosh.
Wide open for 3. That is just unbelievable
Dangerous.
Patience and seeing the floor. Caitlin Clark is just carving up every defender the Mercury put on her right here. Look at this defender off this switch right here. She's going to come up and crowd the ball for just a second right here. Come up to crowd the ball. So now as she takes a step back to get back in a defensive stance, Caitlin Clark's not waiting. As she's playing off her back foot, Caitlin Clark's going to immediately turn on the Jets. Look at this, play off your back foot. Easy blow by right there. That draws help. And an easy catch and shoot 3 created by Caitlin Clark.
Good breakdown.
This is just an incredibly high basketball IQ. Look at Caitlin Clark noticing the defender already peeking towards the screen. So Caitlin Clark's going to be calling for a screen, so that's going to get the defender leaning towards the screen. Aaliyah Boston setting the screen just to set up the defender. Look at the defender right here. Now she's going to be ending up leaning towards the screen ever so slightly, and Caitlin Clark's now got the angle to just go right to the cup.
And that's a foul.
Caitlin Clark, again, just slicing and dicing this Phoenix Mercury defense. Brittany Griner's playing up on the screen. So look at Caitlin Clark turn on the Jets right here. Brittany Griner's playing up on the screen. I know the second I turn the corner on Brittany Griner right here, look at that. If you turn the corner on that second defender, that's going to bring a third defender. Again, this now collapses the defense, and you're just setting up teammates wide open layup.
Yeah. That's pretty much everything I saw right there. There's a couple that I didn't see. I'm telling you, this dude could break it down with the best of them. I'm telling you, this guy, awful coaching. He's really good at what he does. So I really love watching his videos. I wish I knew how to do the arrow situation like him. I feel like we give some of the same breakdowns. But he does it to a different team, man. He's an expert at this stuff. So salute to him, man. And I'm telling you, if you haven't, go check out his page. He's got a lot of great content over there. So just as you see, man, Caitlin Clark dicing and doing what she does, and her teammates are on track right now. And I think, like she says, Kelsey Mitchell is able to read her eyes. And if you ever play a sport and you know what that means, you know what that means, especially in basketball. There's times where you could just you could tell somebody to go this way without telling them. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. But I like what I'm seeing. You know, I definitely want to get this video out. If you haven't, like I said, go check them out. Besides that, man, it's your boy ceokana. Fever on the heater right now. The way they're playing. If you see the breakdown, go watch it again. The way these girls are playing, you do not want to mess with them in the playoffs. They're on a different level of basketball right now. And they're up there with the top 5 teams in the league. For sure. So, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. It's your boy ceokana. We out.